officers are piecing together clues in a deadly motorcycle crash.
Infinit Ryda.
As you can see, I'm out on my girl Wraith, and today we're going to talk about a subject that a lot of people don't like to talk about, and that is how to not die while riding a motorcycle. Let's get it. First things first, baby, let's crank her on up. Woo! So we're going to have to take it easy today. The ground, a lot of people don't realize, when it drizzles, the ground is more slick than when it rains hard, because it puts a nice little film of slipperiness on the ground. And you know, we're talking about how not to die, so let's practice some safeties. I had to get a little burst in the straightaway though, at least, you know what I'm saying. One of the most important things that you want to do before you go out and ride your motorcycle, this is number one. Make sure you have the gear. You want to make sure you got a full face helmet. I don't believe in those half faces or the ones that don't cover up your chin, because what are they really protecting? Just your skull? So you okay having a brain, but no bottom chin, lip, whole just chin just gone. Make sure you're wearing a full face helmet. Make sure you got some type of jacket or some type of armor on, CE level armor, protecting your elbows, shoulders, back plate, and chest if possible. You do want to make sure that you got knee guards on to protect your knees. I'm gonna be honest, I don't have any on right now. I just recently ordered some, so yeah, I'm waiting on them to come in. And make sure you're wearing either riding shoes or have some type of ankle and foot protection, which yeah, I need to do that as well. You want to ensure that you are on the right motorcycle. There's so many different types of motorcycles to choose from, such as naked bikes, cruisers, super sports, dual sports, dirt bike, adventure riding, and the list goes on and on. Make sure you're on the right type of bike based off of what your riding style is. And if you're a newer rider, you may not know your riding style. So you got to kind of figure that out. So you may not be on the right bike right now. Another thing you got to ensure you're doing is practice. Practice, 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 practice. I'm sure your parents, everyone done told you that practice makes perfect. The more you practice, the better you're going to get at riding a motorcycle. Now, you don't want to ride beyond your means or skill level. You don't want to go too far above your skill level, but you do got to push it a little bit to get better at riding. You know, you got to try new things. You got to go a little beyond your skill level, otherwise you're going to stay at that skill level. But in the end, ride your ride. Don't ride the next person's ride. And that brings me to another tip. If you're out riding with someone else that has a higher skill set than you, don't try to do what that rider's doing. Don't get out there and try to drag knee or be ripping 100 miles per hour. Ride your ride. If y'all are headed to a destination, find out where that destination is. Tell that person, if they end up leaving you, just, you know, keep going. You'll meet them there. You know where you're going and ride your own ride. You got to get comfortable with different type of riding conditions. Like, I'm not the most comfortable with riding in the rain and all that, because I hate it. I just don't like it. It is what it is. I don't like being wet and riding. I'm not comfortable with it. But as you can see, it's drizzling today. It was drizzling when I left the house, but I knew I had to get this video done, so I decided to come on out. So you gotta test the waters. You gotta go out there and ride when it's drizzling, ride when it's cold, ride when it's extremely hot, because you never know what type of conditions you're going to end up having to ride in, and you want to be prepared for all riding conditions. Pick the right places to practice too. Make sure that when you're out practicing, you're somewhere like where I am. There's not a lot of traffic. There's long, wide open roads. You know, not a lot of things to worry about or look for distractions. You don't want to go out practicing your skill set and rush hour. That would make no sense. Like in a busy city, if you're in a city and you have a rural area near your city, go ride in that rural area to get comfortable during your practice sessions. I don't believe in practicing while there's rush hour traffic, because every single one of those cars you're blasting by is another bullet in the chamber. And how many bullets can one person actually die? By the way, if you're enjoying this video so far, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Give this video a big old thumbs up. It helps me out greatly. It helps me to be able to continue to bring you these videos and to continue to come out here and ride. And to be honest with you, it just flat out motivates me to keep doing it. Another thing, don't be stupid all the time. I'm not going to say don't be stupid ever, because we're on motorcycles. We're motorcycle riders. We're all going to be stupid and do some dumb shit at some point. But know when you can be stupid and know how stupid you want to be. Just we're going to take risk. It is what it is. We are going to take some risk, but don't take unnecessary risk or excessive risk and just be doing, like, for instance, don't go buzzing 170 miles per hour in rush hour traffic on one wheel when there's a traffic jam. Like that's just outright dumb. Why would you do that? Don't do it. Just don't do it. Learn your motorcycle. Try to learn the ins and outs, every nuance of the bike you're riding. I'll be 100% honest with you. I do not know every nuance of my monster yet. I have not had it long enough to be well versed in this bike. I don't know its highest capabilities. I don't know its limits. I don't know these things. So I'm out riding it as much as I can to get more familiar with it and learn more about it. And that's what I suggest you all do. Some people are going to think that they can learn their bike within a week, a month. You know, it takes longer than that. Sometimes it takes a year or even longer to be completely comfortable and proficient on your machine. If it's wet out, don't go dragging knee and carving corners like you're Rossi or some shit, because you don't know what's in that corner. You don't know if the last car had some oil dripping. You don't know if your tire is still slick from the moisture on the road. And again, like I said, when it's drizzling, these roads are slick. These are slick. I felt earlier, I wasn't even going that fast, and I was just stopping, and I felt the ABS kick in on my rear wheel. So that let me know it's kind of slippery out. You know, your bike's going to give you signals like, hey, don't be a dumbass today. I want all of you to make it back home safely so you can go back out tomorrow and enjoy the ride again. That's what's most important. Don't worry, don't worry. You're going to get opportunities to be a complete nuisance and asshole to the community. Every motorcycle rider is going to get that opportunity. That doesn't mean create that opportunity. That doesn't mean do it every day. You know, you might get one day a month where you just get to be a complete nuisance and asshole. You don't want to be doing that every day, because that's a risk you're taking every single day that's unnecessary, and it's excessive wear on your motorcycle if you're constantly full throttle, or you're constantly wheeling that bike, or you're just being a stupid dick. It's Will Ferrell's elf stuck in that person's trunk. How dare they steal him like that? Woo! Man. See, you'll get an opportunity to act stupid. But being 100% real with y'all, use that peanut between your ears and don't be doing stuff that puts yourself at risk. You know, you got loved ones, you got people that love you. You love your bike loves you too, I'm pretty sure. I will hope it does. But we want to see you ride another day. I'm gonna check y'all out in that next video.